Hey guys, how's it going? It's TLord here, and as you can see, guess who didn't want to record this battle? This asshole right here. But we are here with our week 11 battle to talk about our battle against the Hungry Bidoof. Now, before anything else, I just want to tell you guys that, after a fucking bus comes, apparently. But pretty much I want to talk about the way that this league is heading, or at least the future of the rest of the season. It's not that good. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not quitting the league. I'm still in the league. If you think I am quitting the league after all this effort I put into it, no, I am still in it. Though, there are a lot of people who did leave mid-season, which caused a lot of complications. Like, actually, I forget which way, but like during one point they had to rejumble all the battles due to a lot of people having off weeks. And like, I don't even know who I'm supposed to be battling eventually, and I think I'm just gonna get a point where it'll just be like a very battle-less week, or like a bunch of weeks where I don't get any battles. But pretty much, I just wanted to warn you guys because this battle was pretty good, but I just wanted to tell you that, so let's just say like maybe like 3 weeks ahead. I'm not entirely sure when my off weeks are. You won't be like, oh, where's the battle? Why aren't you battling people yet? But this was against our rival, the Hungry Bidoof. So pretty much during the entire battle, I was kind of worried in a way. I tried to plan ahead, tried to think of what they would do, and you know, I don't think I got that good when it comes to predicting things, but let's begin the battle. So as you can see, she leads with Flagon, and I lead with Tamale as a good, quick U-turner. So, afraid of Earthquake, I go to Chief Woohoo to get myself immune, but they go for U-turn, and they switch to Infernape. And I was like, okay, Thunder Punch, that seems like an obvious play. So I stayed in, because I thought I could live a hit, and I go for Air Slash, which in reality, I think was the strongest move. I also had Psyshock, which could have done damage, but Air Slash seemed to do the most. Now I switch in Nappa because I gotta take another hit, and thankfully I don't get paralyzed from the Thunder Punch, and he goes into Flagon, which I go for Drain Punch, and this is the 1 week I didn't bring Ice Punch, which hurt me in reality, which sucked a lot. But he goes into Quillfish, and I go for Power Up Punch to try to get that boost. I did not even know that the Quillfish had Intimidate, and I go for Thunder Punch. Yeah, I gave it Thunder Punching just in case of some Pokemon, and thankfully I was able to survive the hit and kill the Quillfish, which was, from what I remember, Choice Specs, I think? I'm not entirely sure about a lot of these, but the Flagon's able to outspeed, and I didn't really have Mach Punch, which I should have, and Flagon was able to kill. So I send out Kiragira, and I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna do here? So I think I go for, yeah, Heavy Slam, and that does a decent amount to Volcarona. Now, I was debating what would do more damage, a super effective Air Slash or a Fire Blast that does neutral, because the thing is, while it does a lot of damage, each of them have different powers. Fire Blast is much more powerful, but I didn't really know what to do at that point, so I decided to go for Fire Blast here, and they go for Quiver Dance, which I was like, okay, oh wait, no wait, I go for Earthquake. I didn't have Air Slash, I think. So I was like, okay, this might be bad. I get hit with a Fire Blast, I get destroyed in a single hit. I was not running Assault Vest, I think, which sucked, but I had to send in Ghost Ropers, and thankfully they switched for no reason, so I go for Hex, and it's immune, of course. And Toxic misses, and I think I go for Willow? No, I go for Toxic Spikes to screw up with Infernape and Blissey, and also Volcarona, but Toxic, get the free Magic Bounce, and this pretty much allows me to quickly go, and I think heal up some damage. Yeah, heal it all up. My only regret with Chief Woohoo, he was a pretty good asset to the team, but the biggest issue with me is that I didn't give him Heat Wave, which was a huge issue because Jirachi was a thing. If I had Heat Wave, I would be able to actually destroy this thing, and I would have had a bigger chance at it. So I send in Ghost Ropers because of Mummy, which deletes Serene Grace from existence, and thankfully, it's now completely useless, basically. So he has to switch in Infernape, which is Toxic now, and I go for the rest of the Toxic Spikes, because why not? And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do? He goes for Z Power. I think he goes for, yeah, Infernal Overdrive, which was a special, I think. Or it was physical, and I'm just that bulky. And I'm able to live, thankfully, and now he switches in Volcarona. I think I go for... no, I switched to Molly to take a Fire Blast coming in, and thankfully, I think I just go for Stone Edge here. It was a difficult play to predict, because I was like, okay, you get to switch if I go for Earthquake, but Stone Edge was the best I could do at that point, and I checked, and Stone Edge did not kill, so I had to quickly switch in something. In reality, I probably should have sent in Steelix, because that was a waste to get rid of Ghost Ropers, especially later on, but he's able to kill Ghost Ropers, and I didn't really have a lot I could switch in at the time. I think Chief Woohoo was a good play to bring in here, and because I didn't have Heat Wave, which he probably saw since I didn't just go for it, they just go and use Iron Head and they begin to flinch up on, because, you know, they could just do that, because Jirachi's fair. Jirachi's totally fair, so luckily I was able to get through the hacks once, and never again. So now pretty much I'm like, okay, come on, just give me one, I want a roost, I could stall him out, but I'm not gonna get lucky at all, and I'm just gonna get flinched to oblivion right here and there, and this is like, I was like, come on, and didn't get anything. I got no luck except for that one, and he was able to kill Chief Woohoo, which was a bad play on my part, because Psyshock would have done damage to Blissey, and he goes for Blissey when he could have just gone to Flygon, but I think he thought I was going to do something damaging. So I go for Roar to scare him out, and Flygon comes in, so I was like, okay, crap, I got a Heavy Slam, and it kills. I was able to calc, and it did, so I was able to get rid of that, and now the now the Blissey's here, and it has Seismic Toss, so this was bad, and I set up Stealth Rocks for no reason. I should have, in reality, here's the thing. This was another one of my big stupid ass plays. Pretty much, I could have gone for Heavy Slam there, and two of them would have killed. Now I'm not saying that probably would have led to me winning the match, that probably wouldn't have, but it would have given me a better shot, because the ending basically led, well, I'll talk about the ending when it comes, but I should have gone for Heavy Slam, because when I see the damage now, it does basically around half, and with a powerful Heavy Slam in that, I could have killed right then and there, but of course I went for Stealth Rocks like an idiot, and I basically lose the match now, because now I have to send in Darmanitan, and I have to lock myself into Flare Blitz, which was not good, because Blissey Choice Scarf Jirachi outspeeds Darmanitan, so they just go for Zen Headbutt, because hacks, and I lose the match, unfortunately. Thankfully, it was only a 1-0, when in reality, I think if I sent in Steelix to get attacked by Flygon, it probably would have gone worse, maybe, because of how much damage Earthquake did, but I'm not really sure entirely. Also, after the match, Bidoof actually messaged me and was like, why didn't you run Rest? Yeah, why didn't you use Rest, Mega Steelix? And I realized I could have ran Sleep Mega Steelix, because, like, Jirachi didn't really have a lot to hit me, but it would have probably not worked out, because it would have basically just ended up being a stall match of me versus Blissey, which Seismic Toss was doing around, like, a good chunk. I think 4 would have killed, so I could have technically stalled him out, but I didn't really wanna. But the one thing about the plays is, I'm thinking about it now, is that if it would have mattered if I went and I used Heavy Slam instead of Stealth Rocks, because there's no doubt that unless he was going to use Rest, which he could have, but it still would have been a bigger kill, I possibly could have killed the Blissey with 2 Heavy Slams thanks to Toxic, but then afterwards I would have probably died to Jirachi, because it would have hacked me, or I would have gotten really lucky And then it would just be up to the fact that could Darmanitan with half of its health gone live to a Zen Headbutt, which doesn't seem as likely as I would want it to be. So, unfortunately, that's another loss on our part, but, you know, I have faith. Because right now, actually, I'm gonna go and do my, Week 12 match. So, hopefully that one turns out good. So, thank you so much for watching. If you did, make sure to slap the subscribe button, and, the like button, and whatever, buttons, if there's a muffin button, click that one too. That muffins are good. But thank you so much for watching. You guys are all awesome, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.